How's it going, guys? All right, let's go over 3 weekly paying ETFs that you should not buy. Now, the first one is going to be WDTE, second one IWMY, third one QQQY. Now, why are we not going to be buying these? Let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. So we have the WDTE, and we can see that it just has a steady decline. Now, these ETFs do have a positive return. We can take a look at the total real returns. It is positive when you account for all the dividends that you're going to be receiving, but as we compare it to SPY, it is only about 50% of what SPY would return, which is the S&P 500 index. It's the index that every fund manager is trying to beat, and overall these funds have been pretty lackluster. The second one is going to be QQQY. So we can see it's down 50% all time, and every time it pays out its dividend, it just declines. So the NAV erosion is very prevalent here, and we really want to avoid these types of funds where it's just going down, down, and down. The third one is going to be IWMY, which is another negative 50% all-time ETF by Defiance. People are really not a huge fan of these ETFs, but the main draw to it is it pays out weekly. As we can see, distribution is weekly, and you're getting a rate of about 13%. So about 1% dividend yield every single month, but you are losing in that stock price. It's a steep decline. IWMY is paying out almost 18%. So it's a little bit better than the other one, but it does have a stronger NAV erosion than the other one. Then we have WDTE, which is the S&P 500, a 0 days to expiry income ETF. It pays out weekly, and it has a 13% distribution rate. So there's better funds to buy than these three. One that comes to my mind is YMAG. We can add that to the chart right here. YMAG is a yield max ETF and it pays out weekly as well. So we can go and look at the chart. It has a rate of 33% compared to SPY, which is 21% in this February 2024 timeline. So about a year. It is newer than these other ETFs, so you want to keep that in mind. But overall, it has been performing much, much better, and especially it's being SPY. Another ETF that you can buy instead of these Defiance ETFs is YMAX. And keep in mind, all of these funds are covered call ETFs. If you're not familiar with how a covered call works, make sure you do your research before investing in these funds, because you should always understand what you're investing into. YMAX has been doing great as well, 22% yield. But if I had to choose one, my favorite weekly paying ETF is going to be YMAG. So keep that in mind and make sure you do your research. You want to avoid ETFs where it has that constant NAV erosion. You're just going to be losing a lot of your principal.